I know we've seen it time and time again already, multiple times this season, but to have a veteran group sing a lot, it's played in a lot of big games, how much does that manifest itself on nights like this?
It manifests itself for sure, in good and bad. It takes a little while to get going sometimes. But they find themselves in a hole and they're proud and respond. So that's the most important thing. And they responded tonight. And other than probably a bunch of points as the game was kind of over in the last minute or so, kind of shut them down in the second half. So that's what we told them. We said we have to win this game with defense, and they did it.
From a confidence standpoint, is it as simple as in that second half and seeing the ball going through the hoop and you get an extra bounce in your step on the other end of the floor? Or what did you see as the turning point from an end?
I think the spirit was not great in the first half. The spirit was exceptional in the second half, but I think you're right. Like it takes a few minutes of stops and baskets to really see that spirit rise. And so we jumped on it early in the third. Some balls went in, obviously, but I think that came off our defense. Came off getting stops, getting out in transition or semi-transition, and getting to actions early, and creating better scoring opportunities for ourselves. So I think the defense led to the offense.
You're down a dozen. I'm sorry, bro.
Well, I was going to ask. In the third quarter, down a dozen, you put in Cam. It seemed like you were looking for a spark, and it seemed like once he got going, the other guys were looking for him. So can you just describe his impact?
Yeah, it's without Joe, we were down a shooter, a spacer, and so we have to go with some different lineups, some different guys, and Cam was great. He stepped up with confidence to take shots, and I think he is a kid who we all love and think has a bright future. But sometimes these early stages of the season, you're in tight games. It's difficult on just some of the mistakes that are just inevitable with these young guys. But tonight he really hung in there, made some big shots for us, and I thought was really aware defensively, and I was proud of him tonight.
I was going to ask, are there the way he played where there were no glaring egregious errors? I mean, does that little bit of time, a dozen minutes, does that at least give you that modicum more of confidence to put him in a spot again?
Sure. Yeah, it counts for something for sure. I'm not just going to turn my back on his performance. I thought he played great. With our team, we got a lot of guys that are kind of in similar range as far as ability. And so that makes it a little bit difficult, but it's nice to have options. It's nice to have a young player like that who is talented, and for him to step up in a game like this where we're down on the road and play well was excellent. And, he definitely, I thought, made progress tonight.
Was there anything specific? You closed that on a 20-6 run. Was there anything specific defensively that you said, okay, we need to take this away, that you were successful in taking away during that time?
Well, we went to switching everything instead of just 1 through 4. But more importantly than that, we just said at halftime, we got to get into bodies. They were into us. We were getting poor looks. We weren't as diligent with our physicality and presence, and they were getting good opportunities. So, we had to change that and flip that and at least have a chance. So I thought their physicality, attentiveness was much better. And like I said, that also fueled the offense a little bit.
Was Jared's size giving Blake problems, or was there something else involved in the thought process of starting the second?
Yeah, I think J.A. gave us problems with his rim protection in the paint. And, when we don't have a ton of shooting, it allows him more to be in there. But I just thought we needed to change something in the second half, play with a little bit more pace. LA obviously was making shots and spacing the floor for us. And then other than that, we played with a little bit more smaller lineups, giving James Johnson and Paul opportunities. So, just tried to make an adjustment tonight to see if we could generate some energy and pace and turn the game.
And also, Blake has been struggling with this shot lately. Do you consider making a move to LA as a starting center from the opening two?
Yeah, we'll see. We consider all these things every day. That's what coaches do. So, we'll see though. Long season, lots of lots to consider, lots of things that are unforeseen in the road ahead. And sometimes you don't want to overreact to situations, but everything's up for debate and consideration.
Steve, you guys have this, obviously, this massive payroll. There's some guys on the roster who are all-time players. Do you ever just shake your head that you're in this spot where you're having to rely on, rookie two-way guys to help you win some of these games?
That's life, and that's basketball. We have a unique situation this year, and we got to try to enjoy trying to find an identity with this group. We had a week or 2 weeks with a totally different idea and concept that we'd planned for the last year. And while that's unfortunate, we still got a lot of reward ahead of us if we stay with it and we try to find solutions and work together and build an identity. So great opportunity for other guys, and I think our team is far from fully formed.
Okay, thanks, Steve.
All right,
Cam here.
young starlet.
Thanks, Steve.